Hello everyone, my name is Joshua. This is the 143rd video on my video journal series. Today's day is Wednesday, the 1st of July 2026. How's everyone been? I've been pretty good, thank you. And I'll keep this a short video, but I need a new tripod. Essentially, my current tripod, which I use to record these videos, has seemed to be a little bit dilapidated. I bought this tripod around 4 years ago off eBay. It's a small little plastic one, and one of the legs don't come out fully anymore. It's a miracle they even got this video um, up and running because without a working tripod, I can't really make proper videos. But it's currently right now being held up by like gravity. But yeah, I definitely need a new tripod. But that new tripod won't come in the mail until like at least 1 or 2 weeks time. Because it's via the mail and Australia Post, and I certainly have to record this video journal series, so I have to make do with a broken setup for a little while longer. Um, other than that, um, you know, really have no other issues or faults with any other piece of technology. I mean, my current phone, which I use to record this video journal series, is just like my standard Samsung Galaxy A04s. I'm nearing the end of storage on my phone, so I have to transfer files off of my phone onto my PC. And that's annoying whenever you run out of space on just anything. It always seems to happen like at the most inconvenient of times. It's much like having one of your arms or legs out of action. Because you broke it. You may not think much about it. Throughout most of your day or week or month, but as soon as one of your legs or arms or eyes yet again goes out of action, you're like, oh, well, makes my life a lot harder, doesn't it? Well, that's sort of like life living with broken technology. I don't really think about tripods throughout most of my day, but then suddenly, if I have a broken tripod, I'm like, all right, well, how am I going to record my video journal series? There's always ways to like overcome it, but it just makes my job harder trying to look for a fix, and just trying to think to myself, all right, how am I going to get a video recorded out by the end of the day? And especially, you have like other factors as well, such as um, you know, personal health. I guess personal health in the sense that I can get tired at the end of the day, and I am a little bit tired recording this video, so that is obviously another hurdle. Um, Whenever I record the this video journal series, try not to like fall asleep on camera sometimes. Um, and yeah, I've obviously had a lot of fun recording this series, but those are some of the, I guess, the main obstacles I've been trying to like navigate through, or at least jump over, if you catch my drift. But yeah, so do I have anything else planned for the rest of the week? Not really. Just been mostly chilling at home, and been finding more interesting things to talk about for this video journal series, and obviously trying to look around for a new tripod. And you wouldn't believe the amount of like ways they market a tripod nowadays. It's like when they like market a toothbrush. I'm like, oh, well, at the end of the day, it's still a toothbrush. They all do pretty much the exact same function. Some better quality than others. Same thing with tripod. It's supposed to just hold up a camera. That's it. I don't need all these like extra, um, you know, bits here and there. I just want something that's utilitarian, for instance. Just does the job. The Japanese, whenever they design a new car, they just design something that does the job. They don't like putting all these like extra smart features in there, like other car manufacturers. Toyota, whenever they like to make a new vehicle, Like, all right, well, what's the things we need in there, and let's just focus on those things. Because rule of thumb is whenever you have a car, the less things in a car, just like less electronic things in a car, means the less likely it's going to break down, right? Because I find that with modern cars nowadays, with all these like added extra knobs and twists and electronic systems and all that, increases the likelihood of the car breaking down or at least something going wrong. I kind of miss those like early to mid Toyota like Camrys or just cars in general where they don't have like any smart features at all. It's just all analog because that means less things can like go wrong you know so yeah, I guess that's like my opinion on just buying a utilitarian product like a tripod. I don't need all these added weight distributors or stuff that you see being advertised online. I just want something that just like holds up my camera and does it well. And this $20 tripod, which I bought off eBay 4 years ago, it does the job perfectly. I think I destroyed it because I didn't like handle it properly one time, and I think I bent one of the legs. But other than that, it's been chugging along very well. You know, Man, that's sorry. I was just thought I was just gonna cough there for a bit. And yeah, to end off this video because I do want to make this a short video today. It's things like a tripod, right? You don't really think about, but if you ever own a tripod and your tripod eventually like breaks down after a while, it does you it does make your life a little bit harder within the time that you break your tripod and you get a new one. I'm certainly feeling that right now, but yet again, it's not really the end of the world. And I guess sometimes we have a very useful tool at our hands, but we don't really, I guess, value its usefulness, or we don't really think twice until that tool is rendered, um, you know, temporarily out of action, or you might um, discard that tool, or that tool might be rendered null essentially for a long period of time, or maybe indefinitely, and we're like, oh, it really sucks not being able to have that useful tool or body part, your arms, your legs, um, and you just have to like sort of navigate through that, limitation. Sometimes you might be walking out in public and then suddenly your heel hurts, and you realize, oh yeah, I gotta change my shoes. These current pair of shoes I've had for a long time, the foam's just completely degraded. And instead of like changing them at home, be like, well, at least like the problem doesn't arise at home. It rises when you go out, and then you feel that pain. But you're like, all right, well, I can't change my shoes now. I gotta wait until I get home. Or I gotta go to the store, buy a new pair of shoes, change them there. So yeah, I guess that's another point I'm trying to make. Another analogy, I guess. And yeah, that's been pretty much it. Forecast for the rest of the week. It's just going to be me staying home, and that's good because I like to just stay in and get some sleep. I certainly need a lot more sleep at my age. But anyway, that's enough for today, and I guess I'll catch you all next time. Bye, see you, take care. Catch you all tomorrow.